Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Texas Longhorns. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the Bulldogs head coach pregame. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Arch is going to throw for it. Turns it upfield. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Hits the hole. It's Coleman. Turning it on. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Quarterback signaling to his guys.
Level. Return.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Manning. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. At midfield, he's got room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. When you reach this point of the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How you're going to finish strong throughout the season. You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And still take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lofts one high and deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldog! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Throwing Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Bishop. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Really good job hauling that pass in. I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Escapes the pressure going right. The throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
The Longhorns will try to convert on 4th down. Quarterback changing the play. Fourth down, Manning. Rush right in his face. And they got it.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Handoff for Frazier. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Snap on first down, wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Dogs! That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
And he's going to bring this one out. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21.
Sweep.
Manning escapes the pressure to his right. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Drops back, it's Manning. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And the big dog got him again. And Georgia can be judicious when they blitz because they get pressure from the guys up front.
So nice having a defensive line that hunts. And year after year, Georgia finds these guys, but with the double guys, the guys that can double sacks in a game, double-digit sacks in a season, these guys make your defense really special.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Hit as he throws. Dangerous throw on that one.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Gets away from one, finds room. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Got a man, it's Taylor. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going to the run, it's Frazier. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. They give it to him again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
They'll run with Nate Frazier. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And he's not going to take the touchback. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
It's caught.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
Left side is Bishop. Off and running. Touchdown, Texas! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Rush is on. Makes the grab. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his big tight end. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Georgia comes quickly to the line. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Working the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you've got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To give, running right, it's Frazier. Defense comes up with a huge stop and maybe forcing them into a field goal attempt. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Oh, the fake, and he wants to throw. And they're not going to pick up the first down on the fake field goal. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. Motion from the back. Keeps it himself. Rides the option, he keeps it. Fighting off the defender. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Out wide left, it's Bishop. Snags it, and there's running room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, it's pretty obvious. With the offense coming out in a 5-wide set, they're trying to spread the defense out and open up some lanes to throw into. And that ball came out pretty quickly from the quarterback, but once he got it to his man with all that green grass, he was off to the races. An explosive play offensively. Good use of formation there.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught over the middle, it's Frazier. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Across the 45. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
What a great run there. On 3rd and 1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get first downs.
Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Looking for room. It's Bowens. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. Timeout is called. They let it get down to 3 seconds before stopping the clock, and they'll have a chance to put points up before the break. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with Minnesota taking on the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Gophers, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Frazier again. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Rashad Downs going up top. He uncorks one deep. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Lets it fly. Intercepted for the 11th time. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And now take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Trying the run, it's Frazier.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down to the air. Look out! Blasted as he lets it go. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. And the Bulldogs will try to punch it in on first and goal. Pulls it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the stomping has commenced.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Here's Arch to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And wings it incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Third down from the gun, Manning. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Frazier again. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but They're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
There he goes. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking outside, it's Hood. Got enough for the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Finds a crease. It's Hood. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Georgia going up tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The give to the left side. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Arch Madness. Fires left. Pulls it in. It's Wingo. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive and fine.
He's going for a big play downfield. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Here comes the hurry up. Here's Manning to throw. Under pressure. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Art's going to spin it again. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. The run inside. It's Hood. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Second down, going to throw it. It's complete to the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscles. One more period to go and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened there.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Just gets rid of that one.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Looking to take a shot. And it's caught inside the 25. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
Sweep.
To throw, Manning. Moving out to the right. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
He forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Play action, here's Manning. Keeping his eyes downfield. He's got it, so they convert the two and keep just a flicker of hope alive down 2 possessions. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Sells the run, wants to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Finds his big tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here comes the heat. Finds a man on the left. Touchdown Bulldogs! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Coleman. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Arch is going to throw for it. He's going to run it. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Moving the pocket, it's Manning. They're all over him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Churns into the pile. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what